to understand what Floki is doing, I always like to put it in this reference where it's a response to a question. Well, how far can a project that's birthed in the meme space go if they're truly focused on utility?
Do you remember how much Pepe, SHIB, and Dogecoin all exploded last bull run? Prepare for Floki to do something very similar this bull run. Think about it. Pepe has a market cap of 9 billion, Shiba Inu has a market cap of 18 billion, Dogecoin has a market cap of 67 billion. So, with Floki's teeny tiny little $2 billion market cap, there's a lot of room for this Viking dog to run. Hey, make no mistake about it, while Floki's market cap is, at the moment, smaller than the big dogs, the Floki brand is one of the biggest in the game. We've partnered with Floki today to make this video possible. So, what is Floki? What makes it special? If you're unfamiliar, Floki is the people's cryptocurrency. It is the utility token of the Floki ecosystem. They're focused on utility, community, philanthropy, and strategic marketing. Floki is working towards becoming the most recognized and most used cryptocurrency in the world. With almost 500,000 holders globally, Floki has already established itself as a strong brand in the space. And something that truly makes Floki unique is its origin story. Floki was rugged twice by its original developers back in 2021, and instead of letting the project die, the community itself pooled their resources and took control. Floki was crypto's first ever community takeover, CTO. I actually got a chance to sit down with Floki's community relations manager, Pedro, and he told me the story. Pedro, you're the community relations officer for Floki. For those who maybe only know Floki as a meme, who maybe don't know the story of Floki, what is Floki and what makes Floki unique?
Well, that's an excellent question. I think if I had to condense, like who we are, what we're doing, and why people should pay attention, I think it's always important to go back to the beginning. And when you look at how Floki came to life, we are technically the world's first community takeover. So essentially, while now community takeovers have become the buzz, we actually pioneered the first community takeover. And what makes that so interesting is that we were not rug pulled only once, we were rug pulled twice. And it was the combination of efforts of our community and now our core team that was able to essentially, pick up the pieces and drive forward. And it was from those humble beginnings that we made a decision very, very early on that we didn't want to be like every other meme project. We wanted to show that it is possible to have expanded utility if you focus on innovation and pushing the technology forward. And every step we've taken has been to bring that idea to fruition.
See, another big differentiator between Floki and the competition is its utility. What utility does Pepe have? What utility does Dogecoin have? What utility does Shiba Inu have? Well, actually, I guess Shiba Inu does have more utility than those others. Perhaps that's the reason it's a top 15 project by market cap. But guess what? Floki beats them all. Tokenfi, staking, Flokifi, NFTs, prepaid cards, Floki Places, Floki University, Floki Trading Bot, Floki Domain Name Services. And of course, the most exciting, Floki's flagship product, 3 years in the making, their play-to-earn metaverse game, Valhalla. See, right now, Valhalla is playable on testnet, but very soon, actually Q1 of 2025, Valhalla goes live on mainnet. Listen to Pedro explain why this is such a significant moment for the Floki community. Let's talk about one of Floki's flagship verticals, Valhalla, Floki's flagship game. The mainnet launch is Q1 of 2025, a highly anticipated game that's been in development for 3 years. Can you tell us what the community can expect with this mainnet game launch?
In terms of what the community could expect, it's a lot more than just a game going live on mainnet, right? Because you could play it now, it's on testnet, but it is a promise delivered based on a promise made. So when you look at the first utility product that we decided to take a stab at was blockchain gaming, which is very difficult because there's been some issues that have been plaguing blockchain gaming, which I'm sure you and your audience are well aware, that have to do with the play to earn mechanics and a sustainable economy, right? Getting the tokenomics right, it hasn't been easy. So we decided, okay, let's fix the problems that have been plaguing blockchain gaming and set the tone. And we've been able to do that with a very robust ecosystem, a metaverse designed by us for us. And it goes a little further than that. We have an established treasury of $50 million that is there to make sure that the transactions can go seamlessly and that we could deliver. So for the community, what they expect is what we've been doing since the beginning, which is delivering on promises made. What I think the gaming industry and blockchain and traditional gaming is that this is an entirely new avenue, and we're starting to see major production houses and gaming companies trying to get into blockchain. So for us, we decided that we wanted to make sure that wherever you were around the world, you'd be able to log on and play. Not many folks have $2,000 or $3,000 to buy a gaming PC or have the latest smartphone. So we wanted to design a browser-based game that anyone around the world can play, be entertained, and then, of course, take advantage of the play-to-earn mechanics. And we're very, very excited with what's coming.
Like I said, Floki is the meme coin bursting with utility. Any of these products would be impressive on their own. What is most impressive about Floki is the unison of all these products running in harmony. Valhalla for gaming, Flokifi for DeFi, Tokenfi for tokenization. Just these three alone make Floki itself orders of magnitude ahead of any other meme coin out there. Here Pedro explains why Valhalla, why Flokifi, and why Tokenfi have such an exciting future. Pay attention.
I always like to put it in this reference where it's a response to a question. Well, how far can a project that's birthed in the meme space go if they're truly focused on utility? Well, in order to do that, you got to make sure you're in the right industries, right, that are primed for growth. So when we look at gaming, the gaming industry is bigger than the music and movie industry combined. So we're going obviously in that direction with Valhalla, not only in the traditional gaming side, but bringing in that blockchain component, which is so important. So we have our hand in GameFi and blockchain metaverse gaming world. I'm very excited about that. But then also DeFi is massive, right? And with all these projects coming in and what it looks like all the elements of a very strong bull run that's in the incoming, you need to make sure that people can actually lock their liquidity. So we created Flokifi, which is Floki Finance. And our first decentralized product was our Flokifi token locker, which has over 170 million in total value locked as of currently. So we have our hand in DeFi, making sure that we have an innovative protocol that adheres to the ERC 1155 standard, which I'm sure you're aware is very important if you're trying to save fees and you want to go a little bit further for your community. So we've got our hand in DeFi, super happy about that. But we also wanted to make sure that we transition into tokenization. So we created the Tokenfi platform. And the Tokenfi platform is an all-in-one solution where you can create your own token, launch your own token, seed funding from market makers, VCs, exchanges, and then connect with thought leaders from around the world and get your contract through our smart contract auditor. Make sure that it's as robust and as secure as possible. Generate NFTs with no designer needed, no developers needed for anything on this platform. It's literally a couple buttons like ordering a pizza, that easy. But then there's our RWA tokenization module, which one of our partners is Binance. So what really gets me excited is that if you look at the forecasts by 2030, it's over $16 trillion. So while people were talking about tokenization at the end of last year, we launched our platform on October 27th. And since then, our Tokenfi platform has been wildly successful. And don't take my word for it. Just look at the companies that have been able to transition from Web 2 to Web 3. We were able to facilitate the transition for Simon's Cat from Web 2 to Web 3, and now we're going to usher in the Wise Monkey IP. So this is very, very exciting times. It's hard to pick a favorite because we have University of Floki, we have all these other things that are coming down the pike. But I think in terms of what we haven't seen yet in the space is tokenization of real world assets that aren't deemed a security. And that really is the genie in the bottle. And those that get it right, those that have a brand that can make sure that they push the right campaigns and are trusted are going to do very, very well. And we fight and work for our community. So anything that we could do to enhance their experience, we're going to make sure that we achieve it.
The Floki Trading Bot recently crossed over 116 million in volume. This is a Telegram bot that allows you to manage a hot wallet through the interface of your Telegram chat. You can buy and sell cryptos across different blockchains, including Ethereum, Base, and BNB chain. Solana coming soon. What's interesting for the Floki holders is a 1% transaction fee is charged on the usage of the Floki Trading Bot, and 50% of this fee goes towards a transactional buy and burn of the Floki token, making it hyper-deflationary. There's just so much going on with Floki. You need to look into this project. And Floki is now available for trading on Kraken for US and even California residents. Follow them, check them out. Let me know if you're in the Floki community. I know we do have people in our audience part of the Floki community. And help us answer the question, is Floki the next Pepe, the next SHIB, the next Dogecoin of this bull run? My opinion, why not? Seems like a real contender. Like I said, Floki, although their brand is one of the biggest, has the smallest market cap out of any of these. I want to hear from you. Do you agree with this? Let me know. A lot of people say that Floki is the next Pepe, the next SHIB, the next Dogecoin of this bull run. Why do you think people say this and make that comparison?
You know, it's hard because it's like you go into an ice cream shop and you could like vanilla, somebody likes chocolate, somebody likes strawberries, some people don't like sprinkles. It's hard to pick your favorite. From my perspective, and speaking, as objective as possible, you look at what the memes try to accomplish, right? And it usually falls into two buckets. One, want to be relevant, and others want to be effective. So when you're looking at crypto projects, most meme projects, they just want to be relevant, right? There's really no utility behind it. Many don't even make the claim that anything will come of it. It's just part of a movement, and that's totally fine, right? But we wanted to usher in a hybrid, so to speak, the third generation of meme coins. If we follow true, right, that Doge is first generation, SHIB is second generation, we like to consider ourselves as part of the third generation of meme coins, where you're birthed in the meme space, but you could provide true utility in an expanded ecosystem. So when you blend that together and you start putting together the metrics of how much total value locked we have in our ecosystem, which is well over 650 million currently, you'll see that we have more total value locked than the top 5 or top 10 meme coins combined. And that's very, very exciting. So from my perspective, we offer the best that you can in the meme space, but also the best of what you find in your traditional blue chip projects, with a focus of continuing to expand, right? We're not just like a one-trick pony or a widget maker that does one thing very good. We're really expanding in a variety of silos within the industry with no end in sight. Because if you go back to 2021, there's no way to forecast that we would be here today with all these robust products. So I think in the next 2 or 3 years, our ecosystem is going to be so much more expanded and refined that we can't fully appreciate it now, but we will in 3 years when we have, I guess, our follow-up discussion.